Good morning everyone. Myself Dr. Kunjal Sharma. Today our topic is digitalis. As we know that digitalis is very famous for heart condition. So digitalis it comes under the group of cardiac poison. Digitalis is a plant. It is also known as foxglove. Digitalis mainly acts on the heart either directly or through the nerves. So it acts onto the heart either direct or through nerves, and this plant contains glycosides, and these glycosides act directly on the heart muscle and improve the function of a failing heart. These glycosides are helpful for the heart failure condition. So the digitalis has been known for more than a century that its glycosides which has powerful and beneficial effect in heart failure cases. So we can use digitalis in cases of CHF, congestive heart failure cases, where there is a heart cannot pump properly and blood cannot reach to the body, and there is a in case of atrial fibrillation, where there is irregular and rapid contraction of heart muscles due to the lack of synchronism between heartbeat and pulse. So in that cases we can give digitalis. Now come to the part of digitalis glycosides. What are the glycosides of digitalis? What are the signs and symptoms of digitalis? Fatal period, its fatal dose. What are the part of treatment that we can give to victim? Then post-mortem appearance and medico-legal aspect of digitalis. Let us we see. Digitalis is a poisonous plant. It is poisonous plant, and most potent parts of digitalis are roots, leaves, seeds. So whole plant is poisonous, and this plant contains glycosides, and this glycosides has active principle, and the glycosides are digitoxin, digitalin, digitalin, and digitonin. These all are the glycosides. Now come to the part of signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms, its main toxic effects are, we can see, irritation of stomach, irritation of stomach, and slowing of heart rate. These two symptoms we can see in case of digitalis. The main symptoms, it is irritation of stomach and slowing of heart rate, which leads to heart block, that is extrasystole, where there is a premature ventricular contraction occur, and sensation as if the skipping or skipped heartbeat. And in case of ventricular fibrillation, there is a lack of synchronism between the heartbeat and pulse. So these are the main symptoms that we can see in case of digitalis. Now come to the part of signs and symptoms. The toxic symptoms by overdose. So there may be general symptoms like GIT symptoms. As we know in other poisons also we can see the GI symptoms develop. It is the general symptoms, that is the anorexia, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain. These all are the general symptoms of GIT. Now come to the specific symptoms. There may be bradycardia. The rate may fall to 20 per minute. Then heart block, extrasystole, and fibrillation. All are these specific symptoms of digitalis, with feeling of faintness and precordial operation. A patient feels that faintness, and there is a precordial operation. There is a distress feeling into the precordial region or into the chest. Then it develops the CNS symptoms. So CNS symptoms like headache, giddiness, and depression. Then it develops the respiratory symptoms like respirations become slow and sighing. Patient cannot take breath properly, so there is audible breath, and the patient becomes drowsy, and the condition may goes into coma. The patient goes into coma, and convulsions may precede death. These all are the symptoms of digitalis. Now come to the part of fatal dose and fatal period. Fatal dose may be 15 to 30 milligram in case of digitalin, and 4 milligram in case of digitoxin. It can cause the death of victim. Then fatal period, it may be half an hour to 24 hours. Then come to the part of treatment. We can give treatment, maybe general. We can give the general treatment and also specific antidotes. In general treatment, as we know that we can give stomach wash. So the stomach should be washed with a solution of tannic acid, and if the parts of plant has been taken, either leaves or seeds, whatever may be, the boil should be evacuated, so we can give the purgatives. Then we can give atropine. Atropine in a dose of 0.6 milligram should be given hypodermically for the bradycardia. So hypodermal injection we can give of atropine for bradycardia, and we can give potassium supplements or potassium salts to reduce extra systoles, provided the kidney function is normal. Now come to the part of antidotes, specific antidotes. For digitalis we can give novocaine, or we can give the propranolol, which are the beta blockers, and we can also give the trisodium EDTA. It may help to lower serum calcium. Now, and also the most important part is that we have to monitor the ECG monitoring, it is necessary. Then rest of the treatment is symptomatic. Then now come to the part of post-mortem appearance. As we know that the signs and symptoms developed by digitalis, it is irritation of stomach. So we can see in internally in post-mortem there may be irritation of gastric mucosa, and digitalis leaves or seeds may be found in the stomach if it is taken by mistake. So this all are the post-mortem appearance we can see in case of digitalis. Now come to the part of medico-legal aspects. So the medico-legal aspect, we can say that it can be accidental by taking overdose. So the overdose of a medicinal preparation or from the eating leaves by mistake, so it is an accidental case, and it is a very important part in case of homicidal poisoning, to kill someone, because it is recorded that no suspicion of poisoning may arise in such cases. So for purpose of to kill someone, it is a good for homicidal poisoning, so it can be homicidal poisoning. So here we are completing our digitalis.